Can you hear birds? Does it mean we're done with winter? Please? Oh, of course, now it's a plane. Or a helicopter. Okay. I hope we're done with winter. Okay, did someone ever find an answer to the question, why does time fly so quickly? I remember when I was a little girl, time went by so slowly. Like, especially if I was waiting for something. I literally remember myself looking at the clock on those, like the minute hand, and like, my God, it's moving so slowly. I think I had to wait like 10 or 20 minutes, and oh my goodness, time went by so slowly, and now it just flies by. How does it happen? I don't know. Yeah. Especially if you're working. It just flies by. My radiator says hi. Yeah, by the way, I got another motivational thing here. So, how badly do I want to be that person I want to be? That's something that I could see when I wake up. Because sometimes I spend another 2 hours in bed after I wake up. Of course, scrolling. What else could I be doing, right? It's just, I started listening to the Diary of a CEO, or of the CEO, I don't remember. This guy who has a Spotify podcast channel and YouTube channel, but YouTube doesn't have the first 53 episodes, so I'm listening on Spotify, and I listened to the very, very, very first one today, and that's from there. He was speaking about what it takes to be a CEO, and actually I wrote down a few things, and this one was one of them. How badly do I want to be that person who I want to be? Yeah. Something to motivate me. Even though I don't believe in motivation, but sometimes it works. So I will use it for those times when it works. Thank you for shutting up. Yeah. So I worked the whole day, and I guess I will go to the gym, because last week I think I only went once or twice. No, once or twice. I don't remember. Whatever. So I will go today. And I think for now, since I have so many things I have to do, I will just aim for the minimum. Do the minimum and go back and do something else that I still can fit in today. Yeah. Gym time. No one will do it if I don't do it. So nothing will happen if I don't make it happen. So, okay, I'm going. I got an audition request for Eva Braun. It's some satirical short film. Need to do German accent. It's like I'm desperately looking for material that is different from what I have in my reel, to show kind of different things, because I can do, if not all, but a lot, and my reel right now is kind of one-dimensional. So satire, accent, yeah, have to record it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. No, probably not tomorrow. I can do tomorrow. I will probably practice tomorrow and record on Wednesday. Yeah, I want to give it a little bit more time, more prep. You know, the great thing in that training that I had in the craft expansion program at the Barrow Group was that we had this amazing teacher who was a dialect coach, Lisa. Gosh, what's her last name? Lisa. Oh, damn it, I don't remember the name. Gosh, Lisa. Okay, don't remember. But she taught us basically how to make yourself sound in any accent. Like what you start with, what you're looking for, and how you practice and how you quickly get yourself into it. Like just how to work. She basically gave us the algorithm on how you work on any accent. And I think German shouldn't be too hard for me because I used to speak German pretty well. It's just that during the past 10 years, I probably only asked for the check in a German restaurant. That was it. And maybe for water. Oh no, I also had a little weird conversation, trying to purchase a vignette that you have to put in your windshield when driving through certain countries in Europe. And that was it. But I remember how, my mouth remembers how German works, you know? So I think it shouldn't be hard. But I still need time to practice because this is one of my insecurities, like accent. I am nervous and anxious about accents. I don't think I'm good at accents, but maybe it's just right here, you know? So I want to prepare as much as I can. Oh, I'm sorry. Why? When I start talking to you, I start yawning. I'm sorry. This is very rude of me. You know, one thing that I wanted to share was, so I mentioned this guy who I listened to today. Of course, I don't remember his name, but the podcast is called The Diary of a CEO, or of the CEO. And he kind of said the thing that I had in my head end of December, since end of December, I have these 2 years. I have to do as much progress as I can during these 2 years. I want to do as much progress as I can during these 2 years. So I even wrote down what he said. So he said, about this mindset that you have to have a certain mindset. I'm going to give up everything that I am right now in order to... Take 2. I'm going to give up everything that I am right now in order for this thing that I want to be. The most important question to ask is, how bad do you want to be that person? How badly do you want that life? You gotta want it more than you want everything you have right now. For the next few years, you will have to sacrifice a lot or everything you are as you embark on your journey. And in order to sacrifice, you have to believe. This kind of spoke to me. That's what I had here. Like, I am not really enjoying life right now. You know, like I'm saying no to so many things. So I could say yes to the things that I want in my life. It's probably about dedication, right? Cutting all distraction. Like, you know, and also one thing that I noticed that like when you kind of make a decision, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm doing, you don't really have to fight your bad habits anymore. What I noticed that, like, I used to, like, I could spend days just like scrolling through the phone, scrolling, like social media. They were my swamp. I got sucked in easily. I'm like, my psyche gets sucked in really easily. And I noticed that since I started like trying to follow as much as I can, like my plan, like I'm not following it 100%. No, it's just impossible. Like I have work to do, I have other stuff to do, some things just pop up. But I noticed that I don't have the urge to spend hours doing that. I just go check on people who are important to me, and then it's like, that's like, it's nonsense. I just, like my feed, it's just like, I don't want to spend time on this. Like, it's like, not even like, I don't want to spend time on this. No, I don't have this dialogue in my head. It's just not interesting anymore. It's just not interesting. And there are the same things that used to be interesting for me. It's not like, you know, the algorithm changed and now they show me something that I'm not interested in. No. Algorithm works perfectly. They know what interests me. Well, what used to interest me. But now my interest changed. It's just like, I'm looking at it and I'm understanding like this is not interesting anymore. I better do something that will let me say yes to what I want. I kind of like what it sounds like. I'm saying no to a lot of things right now so I could say yes to what I want to have in my life in the future. Yeah. Sounds good. I like things that sound good. And one more thing that I heard from him, which I can't dissect it, but it is so true. You spend your whole life living in your own head, and it's a very, very, very lonely place. And I just thought, how many people are out there who know us like inside out? No. It's like nobody knows us 100%. But you know what, it just came to my head right now. Since nobody knows us 100%, I can't really listen to anybody when we're trying to do something in our life. You know, all those voices who tell you like you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that, or I would recommend you do this instead of that. They don't know you. They don't know what you're capable of, and only you are the person who knows what you are capable of. You're the only one. So it's like, you know, yes, we spend our whole life in our head. It's a lonely place, yes. But I'd say keep it that way. Don't let other voices into your head. Just keep it a lonely place. You know what? I think it's a good thing. Keep it a lonely place. Because sometimes, I don't know if you caught yourself on this, but I caught myself on this. Sometimes that, like, I'm thinking about something, like, oh, I should do this or I should do that. Like, oh, this is good, this is bad, you know? And I started raising questions in my head, like, wait a second, like, whose voice is this? Whose voice is it? Like, when we're kids, it's most likely our parents' voice, teacher's voice. But when we grow up, it becomes a voice of a significant someone. If your self-esteem is not healthy, and let's be honest, there are not many of us whose self-esteem is healthy. Like when my separation happened, sometime later I started catching myself like, wait a second, it's not my voice, it's his voice in my head. It's his voice in my head. It's like I allowed someone to live in my head. And that's not good, because it kind of started defining me, what I'm capable of, what I can do, what I can't do, which kind of sucks, because I lost so much time believing the voice of someone who doesn't even belong into my head and who has no idea what I'm capable of. Funny, right? People are so funny. No. It's like I love people and I hate people at the same time. I love because I know what we're capable of doing in a good way, in a positive way, but I hate people because of all we're capable of doing in a negative way, in a bad way. No. It's like nobody's black or white, you know. Nobody's only positive or only negative. It's all somewhere in the gray. The truth is somewhere in the gray. Yeah. Okie doke. I'll go put myself to bed and rehearse my Eva Braun tomorrow. You know, funny thing, remember I told you that accidentally I met a girl who used to live in my apartment, like this apartment, and she turned out to be from Ukraine. That was like the funniest conversation ever. When we are just like, yeah, you live in this area? Yeah, I do live in the area. Which street? Like this street? Like, oh, really? I lived in that street. What's the building number? This number? Oh, this is my building. What's the apartment? And we kind of were simultaneously saying, like, you know, the number, like this apartment. Like, wow. So it's been, what, like 3 years for them not living here? That's funny. I got a medical, I don't know, bill or something for her boyfriend. Like, if I didn't live here and didn't know her, he would never get this. So I will pass this along. But that's funny. Like, really, how often do you meet people who used to live in the same apartment as you? Like, how many people does New York have? 8 million? So, yeah. I'm talented. Like meeting her or the guy who I had to send pictures, and I was so busy that I was just like, I will send them, and I never did. And then I take a plane, I sit in my seat and I reach in that little pocket that is on the seat in front of me, and I pull out a boarding pass with his name on it. I take a picture, I send it to him, like, is it you? Did you just land in Newark? And yeah, I sat in his seat. Wild coincidences happen in my life. Yeah. Okie doke. I hope you had a great Monday, start of the week. Oh, I can definitely see that I'm not sleeping well. Oh well. Truth of life, no filters. Yeah, I hope you had a great Monday. Rest up. Maybe one day we'll wake up and be energized and full of energy. Wait, energized and full of energy is the same, right? We'll wake up rested and full of energy. Let's phrase it that way. One day. I started not having an alarm, even if I have to work, but there is no specific like meeting time. I just let myself sleep, and whenever I wake up, I wake up. So today it was pretty nice. I even woke up before 10 on my own, and tomorrow, unfortunately, this won't happen because I have a 10 a.m. Zoom call. Yeah. But I can do everything, but I do as much as I can. And I have to think about taxes. Start preparing all the paperwork. Don't we love this time, right? With all this calculations. Yeah, whatever. Okay, have a good night. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.